Good evening, fans. Welcome to the Carlin Lynch Activity Center. We have conference girls volleyball on tap this evening for you from Dartmouth High School. The Indians hosting the Durfee Hilltoppers. Evan Massoud back with you this evening. Saw a great soccer game yesterday, really tightly contested game. The Indians and the Hilltopper boys scoring off down the road on Slocum Road, and then here we are today, the Durfee-Dartmouth doubleheader continuing with girls volleyball from the Activity Center here at the high school. Coach Lassie getting her team fired up. JV was a pretty quick match, and Dartmouth took that one. They did play a third set as well because of how fast the first two sets went, so it was an impressive win there in JV action for the Lady Indians, and now varsity getting set to get things going here. So the Indians starting out the season here through 5 games. They are 4-1 coming into play. Their only loss was to Westboro 2 games ago. One of the best teams in the state, one of the best programs, really tremendous volleyball program. Coach Lassie spoke extremely highly of them. They got back at it and took out Oliver Ames their last game, which was a 5-set win. They won it in 5, 3-2. That was a big bounce back win for them. Oliver Ames, another very good program. As part of the Hockomock Conference, which is, one of the best in the state in general. So the Lady Indians on a really nice run here to get things started this year, winning 4 out of their first 5 games. This is their first home game since September 12th. So they've been on the road for about 10 days here, basically. So they are happy to be back at home and playing in front of their home crowd. The Indians, without one of their stars, one of their senior captains, Ava Crane, not here for the game today. So she will be missed big time. She's been out. So Coach Lassie said a lot of her other players have had to step up. And Lauren Augusto, the other senior captain, and Erin Jasparo also, she had really good things to say, Coach did, about them and how they've really stepped up for the team. So, yeah, I mean, it's how it is, right? Next player up, you gotta fill in. If somebody goes down, it's up to the team, right? So, she's very pleased so far through 5 matches. The Hilltoppers on the other side, 4-2. They've played 1 extra match from the Indians. Started 500, 2-2. They've won their last 2 though to get them to 4-2 overall. And their last 2. Pretty significant victories. They beat Brockton, their first conference game of the season. They took out the Boxers last Friday at home in 5 sets. They had won the first 2 sets. Brockton got back in it, forced the 5th, and the Hilltoppers hung on in 5. And then they also beat Taunton following that match. So Hilltoppers took out 2 good programs there. That was a 4-set game, 3-1, the final in that one. Durfee's also victorious against Middleborough and Braintree. And for Dartmouth, they went 3-0 to start the year. So they beat Case, they beat Dennis Yarmouth, and Brockton. So both schools coming in here 1-0 in the conference, having both defeated the Boxers. And when this one's done, one team will be a perfect 2-0 in the conference. The other will have their first loss in the SEC. For Durfee, Coach Kelly Bullier back at the helm for the Lady Hilltoppers, and she too very impressed by this squad. I mean, this team for Durfee went through a significant rebuild over the last 2 seasons or so. They lost a setter who had gotten 1,000 assists, and take a look at the replay here. As the Indians back on the serve. Yeah, the Hilltoppers lost a milestone player, Emma Resendiz. And with that crew, there was, 6 starting varsity freshmen 6 years ago. And so when you lose that core, we were talking about that with some other teams as well. When you lose a core, right, that makes a big difference, obviously. You kind of got to start from scratch. And, for Coach, she said they had tons of players at off-season camps and clubs and whatnot. Durfee did. So the Hilltoppers, this group, they want to play. They're excited to play. They want to get better. They're learning. Court time is so invaluable. So she is really impressed by the team camaraderie and basically the attitude here. Everybody's bought in. And what you're seeing is the result of that. There's only 2 sophomores in this starting roster for this evening. The rest are seniors and a few juniors. So this is a team with experience now. The Hilltoppers are, and that shows why they're 4-2 in the early goings this season. Gabby Velasquez, the libero, wearing the dark green jersey, while the rest of her team wears the home whites. For Durfee, they rode black uniforms, the libero wearing red. The Hilltoppers get a point back. Right there on the kill, finding that back corner that was undefended.
Yeah.
That's in. (10-4) as Madison Goldisen on the serve, make it 11-4. Falling fast in between each line. The Hilltoppers get a point back, and it will be Durfee on the serve. That's Alexis Lane wearing the libero. Kucher going down to try to dig that one out, but kind of on the weak side as she went down and nobody there to help out. Big hit, nice job by Velasquez. That's fallen in. Jaspero with the point for Durfee, for Dartmouth, as Durfee again unable to pick that one off the ground. Falling in, that's gonna be trouble. Great effort there from Goldisen, but when she got up, she didn't know where the ball was, and it kind of interfered almost a little bit with the play there as Davis was coming in, as well as Velasquez. So the Hilltoppers will serve now. Swing and a miss there from Jaspero. Selena Pereira. Good serve. Sent back to the Indians. Big swing, that's going to the Durfee bench. Great set there from Augusto. And the kill from Jenkins. Oh, excuse me, Jaspero, my bad. Jaspero with the swing there. And I mentioned Augusto, she's the setter here for the Indians. And Coach Lassie said 1,000 assists that's not out of the realm of possibility for Jaspero. So we'll keep an eye on that milestone as the season goes on, or potential milestone, as Dahlia Karam served away for Durfee, plays that one on the back. They'll set here for Kuchar, big swing, and it's gonna go out of play. That makes it 15-8 Dartmouth. Kuchar coming to the net and misplayed it there. Kind of rolled off the fingertips, not able to get it over. And Augusto will serve again. Low serve, great dig on the back there from Lane. They do get it over. Now the Indians will have to send it on the third, and Lane can't dig it that time. Good hit from Jaspero on the back. (17-8) in set number one. That one trips over. Just enough forward momentum. The net had a lot of give to it, actually. That's not going to get over that time. A little lower. Nice little run there from Augusto while she was serving. Into the net it goes. The Hilltoppers Lane left the libero prior to that last point, and Yanshkali's Montanez Vega came back into the game. And there she is, takes the swing. That's going to be right in. That's on the line. Hilltoppers get the point. That's one of those that is very hard to judge unless you're on the line, and that's where, playoff volleyball is always so much better in terms of, accuracy. And I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying that's a tough call when it's right on the line like that. For the officials who are dead center on the court. When you come to the playoffs, you have two more officials on the court, one at opposite corners. So you got side and back line covered by officials with flags. So you have four officials watching the boundaries of the smallest playing surface that you'll see in high school sports. So it's, that's one of those where, I mentioned it yesterday in boys soccer. I think it's fantastic that for conference games at least, we now have a third official on the field for soccer, because how can two, that's in, how can two officials patrol that entire pitch and actually see every single thing that's going on? It's nearly impossible, and it takes a lot of skill, I'll tell you. Now the Hilltoppers on a little bit of a run. They got their 9th point on the misfire serve, and they've added 4 more. And that will go out of bounds. It's 18-15. It was 18-9. A nice little run for Durfee while Farias is serving. That'll get the crowd going. They don't like me talking about Durfee, I guess. That's what it is. Low set, punched at by Farias. That might have been going out, but she played it anyway. Third touch, got to come over. The Indians will get the set. Loft is going to be a tough play. Some miscommunication there as the Hilltoppers quickly talked about it. Selena Pereira, that was hers to set, even though it was a little bit out of her range. But nonetheless, a nice run there for Durfee now to kind of get back into this first set. 19-15 here. We get to the later stages. Nice block in front from Vega. And that'll fall, and Durfee will get it back. Down 3. Good serve, falling fast. A lot of downward action on it. Third touch coming, tipped in front at the line there, or at the, not at the line, at the netting rather, by Ablett. Doesn't hurt the Indians as they get the point out of it. The timeout here, 22-16, as the Indians have pulled a bit ahead and given themselves a little bit more distance here. Just 3 points away of a first set victory. 60-second timeouts as Coach Bullier talking to the Lady Hilltoppers. Been a good second half of this first set. Both sides getting some runs. And putting up some points, not just trading possessions on unforced errors and whatnot. That's where the volleyball game here can really kind of get a little like monotonous in a way. You lose that flow. You don't have a rhythm. So nice to see here in set number 1 that both sides have been able to rattle off a few points in a row, not just thanks to errors from the other team, but because they're actually putting points together. They're getting the sets, they're getting the kills, they're getting good serves. So that's what you want. That's what either side would want as the set goes on. And it's nice to see that here in the first. Big block in front. Back to Augusto for the set. That's going to sail out of bounds, and Durfee will get the ball back and another point. Lauren Kuchar on the serve. Into the net it goes, and that'll give it right back to the Indians. Goldison. That falls in, some miscommunication, and it is set point here in the first. (24-17) played in the back. The set, big swing into the net it goes, and the Lady Indians take the first set, 25-17, and are up 1-0 here in this best of 5. So 25-17 Indians, 1-0 Indians here after one set. Both teams will switch sides, and switch benches, the whole gamut. Everything moves. I got 2 minutes and 40 seconds here remaining in the timeout between sets, and a big congratulations and an announcement here. This came out today that head coach Rachel Lassie is being inducted into the Massachusetts Volleyball Coaches Association Hall of Fame this year. This is statewide. It is a tremendous honor for your Indians head coach, who is in her 12th year here leading the squad, and just really a tremendous honor. So a huge congratulations to Coach Lassie, very talented former player and now current coach here as she gets into the huddle to continue strategizing with her team. So it was nice catching up with her pre-game. I haven't seen her. It's really been a year, so it's nice to catch up with her before the game. She says, I hate talking about myself, but I wanted to tell you. And I said, well, good. I said, I get paid to talk about you, so I'll talk about you, and you don't have to worry about it, because it's really, that's a major accolade and well-deserved one at that. So congrats to Coach Lassie, class of 2022 inductee for the State Volleyball Association. Less than 30 seconds here. We'll be ready to start set number 2. Hilltoppers will have to play from behind after dropping the first one, but competitive set between both sides. Like I said towards the end of it, you know, we don't always see that kind of offensive rhythm in a set number 1. So kind of nice to see both sides, you know, working effectively, talking to each other, and actually putting some points together, you know, 3-4 at a time. It helps the flow. It certainly helps the flow. Not just playing, but, you know, for watching fans, broadcasters like me. I mean, it really, it makes a difference. So that was good to see. Usually takes kind of, you know, a decent set to get going. But we saw that from both sides, and it shows you, you know, the talent here. You know, Coach Lassie has quite a few seniors and juniors. She did call up. She got a couple sophomores on the roster, but they played basically a full JV game, so she doesn't anticipate, unless there's a problem, if somebody gets seriously hurt or anything like that, she doesn't really anticipate them getting in today. So the bulk of the squad are upperclassmen for the Indians, as that one's going to sail out. And again, kind of a similar thing, I mentioned it earlier, for the Lady Hilltoppers, but this has been, you know, for Durfee, this is something that's kind of been building up over the last, you know, season or two, after, you know, quite a bit of inexperience, you know, coming right out of the pandemic, basically. So that's going to go out of play, and it'll be 1-1. Jasmine Kane will serve again. Gets a good running start. Third touch, and the Indians will send it over. Kane plays it now. Lane, and trying to tip it over there was Anicia Collins. Kind of led her a little bit. Wasn't set up well. Led her too close to the net, and it was falling kind of fast. Not enough time to react to it. That is Jaspero on the serve now for Dartmouth. That's not coming back. Not returned, and the point goes to the Indians. Vega with the hit to send it over. Now the Indians, oh, that got through. Little miscommunication. That's a good swing. And Lane wasn't quite ready for it. I think she thought Kane was going to be able to make a play on it. That's going to fall in. Straight up ace. Just tipping the net as it made its way over. Third touch is sent over by Alexis Lane. That's going to get out of play. As Brooke Davis came over to try to gather it, but it was already too far gone, close to the official's ladder. And Kuchar will serve. Kuchar was joking with me before the match for the Hilltoppers when I was talking with head coach Bulliard. Her brother played sports at Durfee as well, so you know, we've seen the Kuchar name at Durfee and talked about it in athletics for a number of years here. And she was joking, and she said that she sent a serve out of bounds on the back line, like over the whole court. And everybody was shocked because she's not one, and she admits it. She said, I'm not one that has the strongest serve. Usually just get it over, you know, to that 10-foot line-ish, not usually the back line. And so she was joking that people were more excited that it went out of bounds than a serve that was in bounds later in the match. I thought that was kind of funny. Good way to have a sense of humor on, you know, how to misfire, if you will. But she was very proud that her arm's getting stronger with each passing match. And Kuchar is a senior this year for the Hilltoppers. It'll be Alexis Lane on the serve for Durfee, 7-3. Great dig from Olivia Aruda. That ball was all but on the ground, and she was able to dig it out. Nice save there from Lane. Sent back by Kane. Now third hit, big swing. Another good dig from Lane. Durfee sends it over on the third. Indians trying to get reset. That's going to go out, and the point to Crane. Oh, excuse me, Davis, my bad. Brooke Davis there with the point. That was a really nice rally, hard fought by both sides. As Goldison goes back to serve. That's going to be short. Selena Pereira fires. No spin at all on the ball, and it's not returned. Another floater, too hot to handle. Goldison twice bitten by the floating no spin serve. That one coming down at a more pleasing angle. Nice block in front by the Hilltoppers defense. That's tipped, dug out. And tipped back over, and it's gonna fall. Naya Boone. It wasn't pretty, but it did the job. Just enough power to have it spin itself over the net. And the Hilltoppers a point away from tying it up here, 8-8. Down by just the one. Davis sends it over. Another nice dig from Lane blocked by Haley Jenkins. And Dartmouth gets control back. Some tough points right there. I should say tough possessions, excuse me. So it should be 9-7. In-house scoreboard is a point behind at the moment. There we go, 10-7, that's correct. That is gonna go out of bounds, a little too strong. Tough play, that gets over. What an effort as Kane went all the way to the behind the scorer's table almost. Really off angle. Blocked in front. Hilltoppers kept the point. They had to work for that one. Coming back and not gonna, as Kane collides with the official. That's coming down, and the Hilltoppers with the point. Farias, no good on that serve. And the Indians will have it back. Kane flips it over. Kuchar, big swing, gonna be a tough play. Davis is there. And on the third touch, Hilltoppers get it back. This is the third now for Durfee. That's coming back, gotta play it. Oh, collision, third touch. And Durfee able to keep it alive. The Hilltoppers will now get the point. (13-10). Coming right back. Third touch here, and it will go back for Durfee. Now the Indians can try to set up. Good dig, but little too low. Jaspero on the serve. Vega tips it over cleanly, and the point for Durfee. Davis coming in, blocked in front. Now the Hilltoppers will get it back. This is the third touch. Played by Aruda. Davis wants another crack at it, and that is just barely in. Another back line lander right on that line. Third touch, and Lane sends it over. Nice job, good regroup from Durfee. Now the Indians take a good hack. It was tipped in front. Third touch now for Durfee. Wow, what a dig in the back. Indians keep it alive. Velasquez took that one off the ground, and now they lose it. Durfee will get the ball. What a play from Velasquez. Lane will serve. Good swing there from junior Elena Strazik. Falling fast and nothing doing. Great effort. Third touch for the Indians. Davis sends it over. That is inbounds. It's a 2-point game. Out of bounds it goes. Hilltoppers thought there was a deflection. Actually, from this angle, I thought there was too, but the point for the Indians at 17-14. Out of bounds. Oh, nice dig. Gonna need some help. And Kane comes in on the third. That's gonna, oh, that was going out of bounds. And Lane sucked the hand up. The instinct is there. It's coming at me. I gotta play it, but that one was gonna go out of play. Oh, Durfee potentially basically lost a point there as the Indians kind of lucked out on that one. Could be 17-16 instead, a 3-point lead for the home team. And it's gonna be now 19-15. Tough play at the net there. Sophia Dias back to serve again. Dartmouth took the first set 25-17. Durfee ran out of steam a little bit towards the end of it. And kind of a similar situation here. 3 straight points for Dartmouth as they've opened it back to 5. Flipped over, nothing doing. Third touch, and Lane has to send it over. Now the Indians can try to set up a point. Big swing right down to the court. Ablett gives the Indians their 22nd point. It's a 7-point Dartmouth lead, and the Hilltoppers call timeout here. Dias on the serve again. Trips over the net, and that's good enough. 23-15. That's out of bounds. Good run there for the Indians. Alanis Zayas-Roman on the serve for Durfee. That's into the net. And the Indians will have set point here in the second set. 24-16 the score. And it's Lauren Augusto heading back to try to serve out the second. Kuchar with the swing, that's gonna go out. And the Indians take the second, 25-16. I'll tell you, the score really doesn't tell the story in the second set, because this was back and forth until it was 17-15, and that's when Dartmouth pulled away. So the home team, Indians up 2-0 in position for a sweep here this evening. 2.5 minutes here before the third set commences. We'll take the short break and have that third set for you next on DCTV. Stay with us, more volleyball next. And we're back here at the Carlin Lynch Activity Center. Evan Massoud with you on DCTV as we get ready for set number 3. The Indians up 2-0, taking the first 25-17 and the second moments ago 25-16. In position to sweep at home and improve to 2-0 in the conference. The serve is a good one. As on the return, the Hilltoppers, it goes out of play on the dig. So 1-0 Indians. It's Dias serving here to start us off. Out of play. Nothing Indians. Straight up in the air, coming down fast. Third touch here. Back to Durfee. And now third touch back to Dartmouth. Nice dig there from Lexi Nicolosi. That's going out. A hard-fought first point for the Hilltoppers here in the third set. Set. Sent back toward the net. Tough play, and Pereira can't get it over. That one will fall in as well. As Jasmine Kane unable to get there, leading her too far to the sideline. Augusto will serve again. Good strong serve. That's not coming back. 6-2. Another good serve. Karam with the good dig there on the serve. Can't get it over on the third touch. Plays it again. This time Kuchar gives it a good healthy swing over the net. Tough play, falling fast. Whistle sounds, and it'll be Indians' point. Nice block. Vega sends it back. Quick reaction from Dias, and the Indians get the point out of it. It's 9-2. I think if Dartmouth gets one more point here, you may see Coach Bullier call a timeout. Everything going right for the Indians here so far in the third. Into the net, skips over. Off the back of Kuchar. 10-2. That is going long. Augusto will continue to serve. A 9-point Dartmouth lead. Straight up it goes. Time to reset. Kuchar sends it over. Now the set from Augusto. Far side, flipped over, played by Lane. Kane with the set. Kuchar with the swing, does not go over. A 10-point Indians advantage here in the third. 12-2 the score. That did not go over the antenna. And a timeout. Coach Bullier using the timeout at 13-2. 11-point advantage for the home team here in the third set, and what is looking like the third and final set here this afternoon. If this continues, Indians in position to sweep and really out to a big advantage here in the third. Well, while we have a moment, next up for Dartmouth, they will be on the road tomorrow at Case, a rematch from opening night when the Indians beat the Cardinals 3-0 right here at the high school. And then next Monday on the road, continuing conference play at BR, 5:30 start. Tomorrow's game is a 6, by the way, before I forget that. So 6 tomorrow, Monday, 5:30 at BR. And their next home game is Thursday the 29th, New Bedford Vogue. The Bears coming in, 5:15 start time. For Durfee, their next will be tomorrow as well. They're going to continue conference play their next 2 matches. Tomorrow at New Bedford, 5:15, and then next Wednesday, they will resume play. They'll be home against BR. For any of you Fall River fans watching this live stream, Fred TV and myself, we will have live coverage of Durfee's match against BR next Wednesday, 1 week from today. Big swing there. Flipped right back over. Hilltoppers are not going to send it over. Can't get it back. 16-2. Well, we're not done with sports this week on DCTV. I'm done, but we will have, of course, football on Friday as the Indians square off against the Old Rochester Bulldogs. Jim, Andy, and Paul with the call. 7 o'clock game on Friday as this third set's getting pretty ugly. Just so you fans know as well, Dartmouth football travels to Durfee this year after you folks hosted the Hilltoppers last year. So the Indians will travel to Durfee for football October 14th. That game will be live from Fall River on Fred TV as well. So you'll be able to see that road game if you can't make the trip to Durfee High School. We live stream on Fred TV Sports on Facebook I know here at DCTV we live stream on YouTube, but down at Fall River on Facebook, so be sure to look out for that. DCTV, I'm sure we'll share the link as well as we share each other's content throughout the year. So be on the lookout for that if you can't make it to the game in person. 19-2. That does not make it on the inside of the antenna, and it's 20-2. Well, it was a competitive match here until this third set. The first and second sets were really well played until the very end, I would say, where Dartmouth was able to close it out in both of those sets. But here, been a very long time since I've seen a set be so one-sided, particularly, one in which you're up 2-0. And just a real tough third set here for the Hilltoppers. The Indians just absolutely running away with it. Big hit. And that goes out as well. It's a 20-point advantage for the Indians, who will be picking up win number 5 in just 3 more points. Augusto has literally been serving since I think it was 4-2, if I'm not mistaken, or 3-2. I've lost count, honestly. What a run from the Indians. The first unforced error in nearly 20 points. Augusto with the set, big swing. That's going out of play. Ablett puts that point in her back pocket, and it's 23-3. Played by Lane. Kane with the set. Vega trying to send it over. It actually crossed the net, and Ablett sent it back, so it gave Durfee 3 more touches. And Carvalho unable to send it back. She kind of punched at it a little bit. And it's 23-4. Alexis Lane will serve. Into the net, and it's match point. Velasquez will serve to try to close it out. Kane with the set. Now Velasquez, that's the 3rd touch coming here. Now with Strazik. Falling fast. Hilltoppers stay alive as Nia Boone drops it down on the court. Selena Pereira will serve. Augusto, the set, good hit there, but nothing doing. Going to back corner, played by Velasquez. Now Augusto with the set again. It's tipped back by Farias. 3rd touch for the Indians. They get it over. Lane to Karen, plays it back. 3rd touch, Durfee sends it back. A wild rally here as the Indians are trying to end it. That is coming to the side. 3rd touch, Durfee sends it over and too long, and the Indians will win it. The 3rd set Very impressive, 25-5. And Dartmouth with the sweep. A 3-0 victory here in conference play against the Hilltoppers. It's the Indians' 5th win of the season, 2nd in the conference, so they're 5-1, 2-0. Durfee drops to 4-3, 1-1. And again, tomorrow, both teams right back at it. Dartmouth will travel to Case. Durfee will travel to New Bedford High School. Thanks for tuning in this evening for girls volleyball here on DCTV. Our crew behind the scenes today: Dan Ferguson, Ella Gates, John Silva, Peter Chase, Dan Medeiros. Great job by all. And once again, our congratulations to the Indians head coach, Rachel Lassie, class of 2022 Hall of Fame inductee for the Massachusetts Volleyball Coaches Association. A very distinct honor for Coach. All right, folks, as it stands, we'll have much more high school sports again Friday. We have football, but the next time you will hear or see me is Wednesday, October 12th, when Durfee Field Hockey comes up here to square off against your Lady Indians and Coach Beth Arguin's squad. Until then, I'm Evan Massoud saying so long from Dartmouth.